Let's get right to that breaking news. A brand new headline as we come on the air. Officials this morning now say it was the co-pilot who said the last words from the cockpit of that Malaysian jumbo jet, 1:19 a.m., saying, "All right, good night." We know the transponder was turned off 2 minutes later, but officials now admit they don't know the exact time a second key communication system was shut down.
I mean, the confusion continues, but we do know that 26 countries now in the massive search effort, that main focus at this hour on the southern Indian Ocean off the west coast of Australia. Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 could have remained in the air for 7 hours. Some parts of the Indian Ocean are almost 3 miles deep. Let's get right to this brand new information. ABC's David Curley is here with us in the studio, and we do have some brand new clues, right, David?
Absolutely, Robin, and this is significant, this development about the last radio transmission coming from the co-pilot as to what may have actually happened in that cockpit. But the priority really remains trying to find this aircraft. You've been hearing about these two arcs, about these lines, these two possible lines of the last location of Flight 370. This all comes from partial satellite data, and it kind of seems strange, one to the north and one to the south, but two sources are telling us that this southern arc off Australia is the one where we need to concentrate.
This morning, as it becomes clear that someone shut down much of Flight 370's communication gear, it appears they probably didn't realize that the jet was still pinging off a satellite over the equator every hour, 6 pings in all. Those pings only tell distance, not location, not even northern or southern hemisphere. But experts were able to use the last ping to plot position points and a spot where the jet would likely run out of fuel. Connect the dots, and because the Earth is round, we get two arcs. Our sources say it was most likely on this southern track that the plane went down, likely in the South Indian Ocean, far west of Australia. Australia now coordinating that search area. This morning, the Malaysians said they are redirecting this search to the south, but are still asking their neighbors to the north to provide radar and satellite data. The Malaysians also say they conducted a simulator run, which confirms a 777 could have taken that strange course. One thing that seems clear, whoever was at the controls apparently knew what they were doing.
If you're intentionally shutting off those systems, only one reason is to basically vanish, to make it very difficult to find you.
As ABC News first reported, soon after takeoff for Beijing at 12:41, things start happening in the cockpit. Sometime after 1:07, in a 30-minute window, the data transmission system was turned off. At 1:19, the last radio signal. Malaysian officials say this morning it was the co-pilot who radioed Kuala Lumpur air traffic controllers and says, "All right, good night." No indication that anything is wrong. And then at 1:21, 2 minutes later, the location transmission beacon is shut off. And then moments later, that hard left bank, which we have been told was pre-programmed into the jet's computer.
This would take a lot of thought and a lot of preparation to pull this off.
Finding the jet remains a priority, and this morning, the U.S.'s most technologically advanced sub-hunter, the P-8, is in the region, as that southern arc remains the focus.
And we've just learned that that P-8, a very high-tech aircraft, has been up there near Thailand in the Bay of Bengal. It's going to fly down to Australia today. 2 more Australian planes, that's a total of 3 sub-hunters, are now joining in the search. So really everything is starting to focus here off Australia in the southern Indian Ocean, George.
Okay, David, thanks.